Hello everyone, I'm Alexandra and today I want to tell you what my morning and night skincare routine is. My skin wasn't always the kind that would want to cooperate most of the time. These skin changes started happening when I reached puberty, maybe in 7th or 8th grade. And that's when I started having like little white heads on my forehead. And after that I started having some kind of inflammatory acne around my cheeks and my neck. The peak time of that acne was maybe 11th grade. Also, I want to make a disclaimer. I'm not doing any paid partnership. I'm not sponsored by any brands. I'm not promoting any product. I'm just telling you about my skincare, and everything I'm gonna mention, every product I'm gonna show you, is just based on my experience, and if they did or didn't work on my skin doesn't mean it's good or bad for everyone. I just recommend you to consult a dermatologist or make a deep research before using these products. So the whole story about skincare began in 2020 when I started reading about some kind of products that would work on my skin, and one of them was the CeraVe hydrating cleanser and the foaming cleanser. Back then my skin was very oily, especially on my T-zone, and because of that I started using the foaming cleanser, and I felt like everything worsened up. My acne would be worse and worse. So because of that, I started using the hydrating cleanser, which was for the normal to dry skin. I don't know how, but it made my skin better. Well, now I don't use CeraVe products anymore because I read that they're not cruelty free. I also had to find a good moisturizer that would work on my skin. So I found the one from The Ordinary, Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus HA. I could say it was a really good moisturizer and it was hydrating my skin enough. The biggest mistake I made was when I bought my first niacinamide serum and salicylic acid serum, and I used them both morning and night. I don't know about the niacinamide. I believe you can use it daily, but the salicylic acid, you are supposed to use it 2 to 3 times a week. I believe it was the only time my acne was so bad. I threw them out and never used them again. Well, I don't know if they're good or not, but I just couldn't try them anymore. In 12th grade, my skin would cooperate for the first time in a while, and back then my skincare routine was the hydrating cleanser from CeraVe, the moisturizer from The Ordinary, and the amazing cream from La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Bomb B5 that I used on my temples, cheeks and neck. That cream was like the cherry on top, and my acne hasn't seen the daylight for a year or two. Because the stress from university was on a new different level from what I was used to and didn't know how to manage it properly, my skin, when I finished the second year, started flaring up again. I kept the same skincare routine I mentioned earlier, but didn't really work out. I mean, it didn't do something. So another mistake happened and changed my skin type from oily to dry because of some Korean cleanser. It was the Brown Lab Bird Juice Moisturizing Cleanser, and it made my skin so tight and dry after using it. And I remember I was so sad it didn't work out for me and that I paid so much for that bottle. I forgot to mention that I'm allergic to perfume and I try to avoid it in skincare as much as I could. Here comes the third mistake that I made, and that is SPF. I once tried the SPF from SVR Sunsecure Blur that contains fragrance and made my skin red and my acne worse. And I believe it was in 11th grade. After that, I think I started using the Altruist sunscreen SPF 50 for a very long time. Well, now I use it on my body because it makes my eyes really itchy and my skin very oily. Now let me show you my current skincare routine that I'm very happy about and works quite good for now. Let me start with the night routine. I use a cleansing oil once a day to break down either makeup, heavy duty sunscreen or daily pollutants. And it also helps me with the white and blackheads, and it's the one from Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Light Cleansing Oil. After that, I come with a gel cleanser, the one from Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker, which I absolutely adore. It has a really nice texture, almost like a jelly. After I finish cleansing my skin, I move on to the next part, which is calming my skin. And I use the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Toning Toner, which is almost done, and the Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Ampule, which really helps hydrating my skin so well. Let's move forward to Benton Aloe Propolis Soothing Gel, which hydrates, soothes irritations, and reduces skin redness. All these three products, I store them in the fridge, and when I'm doing my skincare routine, they're so cold and it suits my face. I like to close my skincare routine with the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Bond B5, which helps my dry skin to feel less tight. The next morning, I wake up with the most beautiful skin thanks to this cream. In the morning, it's almost the same, but what differs is that I wash my face only with water and I use SPF. And I use the one from Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Cialusica Water-Free Sun Serum SPF 50+. It's almost done, but I have a new one here. I have another SPF that worked perfectly for me when I had oily skin, and it was the one from Anua Hardly Price Birch. This one gives you a matte finish compared to this SPF, which hydrates your skin and gives you a glowy finish. And this is why I love it, because it's not heavy and doesn't make your skin feel oily. That was my skincare routine and the story behind it, so if you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye!